The war of words between Rassie Erasmus and Laurie Mains has reignited in spectacular fashion, with the former All Blacks head coach blasting the Springboks boss as dishonest and riddled with personal failings. The feud dates back more than 2 decades when Mains coached the Cats in Super 12 during the 2000 and 2001 seasons, and Erasmus captained the side. What began as tensions over training standards and authority has evolved into one of rugby's ugliest grudge matches. In his book, Erasmus recalled his clashes with Mains, saying the New Zealander objected to his body language at practice and even accused him of undermining authority. Mains did not study our opponents. Before we played against the Auckland Blues, he said we should be wary of Dangerman Matua Parkinson and Carlos Spencer. He did not even know that both were injured, Erasmus said at the time. He even admitted he considered leaving South Africa during a tour of New Zealand and Australia, claiming black teammates were ready to join him in protest at what Erasmus described as Mains' poor relationships with players of colour. Mains initially stayed quiet, but in his own book, Rugby Nomads, he painted a very different picture. He claimed Erasmus had required treatment for depression, tried to sabotage the Cats campaign by pushing his own game plan, and was only saved from being dropped thanks to his backing from teammates, especially players of colour. And after Erasmus reignited the feud in his 2023 autobiography, blasting Mains' coaching style and communication, the 79-year-old finally let rip in a fresh interview with Dom Harvey. Well, it's funny he says that because Andre Venter, who was a great Springbok, told me, "Rassie is doing exactly what you did that he hated to do and he refused to do. He is doing that with his players," Mains revealed, so you can take that comment for what it's worth. The only reason I had conflict with Rassie, it wasn't about rugby issues, it was that he didn't want to train. Maybe he kept himself fit, I don't know, but if I'd let the whole team be as slack as he wanted to be, there's no way we would have won games. There are a lot of those players who were big South Africans, like you see now, and you've got to work hard to get them fit enough. Then came the most explosive line yet, when Mains was asked whether Erasmus's stinging book comments about him had any impact. "Not coming from him," Mains snapped. "He's a very dishonest person, and I'm not going to get into it now, but he had a lot of personal failings in his social life and that sort of thing. No, it doesn't bother me coming from him." Erasmus had written, "How Laurie coached and analysed is exactly how I don't want to be as a coach. But more importantly, I learned to have proper communication with the players, to address grievances properly and not allow ill feelings to fester and affect the whole team." Mains' response has now ensured that this decades-old rivalry remains as bitter as ever, spilling over from the professional field into deeply personal accusations. The rugby world is left asking, is this a genuine clash of personalities that will never heal, or has it turned into a war of egos where both men refuse to back down? What do you think? Did Rassie expose Mains, or is the veteran Kiwi coach right to brand Erasmus dishonest? Share your views and don't forget to subscribe for more explosive rugby debates.